Well, there is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CUFO YouTube channel for another Matchday reactions here on the channel. Just before we get into the video, I just want to make a quick disclaimer, which might sound, this could probably sound really funny because I'm probably talking like I normally do, but I'm currently deaf in my left ear completely. I can't hear anything from the left side of my ear, so I don't know if I'm talking right now, I don't know if I'm shouting, I don't know if I'm whispering, so if the volume on the video is a little bit different, that is why, and I apologise, but I genuinely cannot. I don't know how loud I'm speaking right now, so I hope it's all good and everything. Here on the channel, we're not at the Bernabeu watching Real Madrid against City. We are not watching Arsenal against Bayern Munich. No. We're at the completely Suzuki Stadium watching Carlisle United versus Cheltenham Town. And two very poor teams. Two teams where you absolutely understand why they are down there. And obviously, you know, watch Carlisle week in, week out. So we know how poor they can be, but Cheltenham were poor today. I think Carlisle were just the better of two poor sides, two sides where you can completely understand why they are down in that bottom half of the table. And, you know, you seen it earlier in the season, probably when it mattered a bit more, to be fair, but it was a poor game up at Brunton Park, and Cheltenham came out with a 1-0 win. Tonight it was a poor game down at Cheltenham, and Carlisle come away with a 1-0 win. So we both equalled each other this season. I do believe that, obviously, Carlisle will definitely be in League 2 next season, but I do think Cheltenham will be joining us in League 2 next season. But from a Carlisle point of view, all you want now is sort of consistency. You know, there's 3 games to go: Blackpool, Wycombe and Derby. And really what you sort of want from a Carlisle thing is, you know, if the players are going to be here, for them to, you know, start continuously and get the minutes into them. You know, you're seeing that he's starting Georgie Kelly. You know, Luke Armstrong's playing every single game. I mean, for the rest of the team, it's sort of a guess who of, you know, who's going to play and what formation are we going to play. But hoping that now we can start to build a consistent sort of formation, a consistent starting 11 going into next season. You know, I said it in, I think it was the Northampton review, but I was saying that obviously we see with Thomas Hawley seems to be moving on. He's known that for a while. So do we have our transfer policy in place? Do we know what we want to be doing come the summer? What players we want? What players that will be leaving the club? No Jordan Gibson or Alfie McCalmont again today. So we may be seeing the last of them in the Carlisle shirt. Also, as well, Greg Abbott was down in Blackpool today, watching Blackpool against Fleetwood. Maybe that's something to do with the fact that we play Blackpool at the weekend, or maybe he's looking towards certain players or anything. I'm not 100% sure. But building the confidence as well, of course. You know, like Harry Lewis is going to gain confidence from a clean sheet. Sam Lavelle with a goal and a clean sheet. Hunt's back in the team, you know, and I'm not going to make him out to be some godsend that some people do on Twitter, but, you know, we definitely do look more organised when he's in the team and when he's playing for us. So, good win, but it does... the only thing that it affects now is confidence and you know, boosting that point total to whatever we can get it to. But the next 3 games are going to be difficult. Blackpool, Wycombe and then Derby, you know, very difficult games. Blackpool probably still wanting a chance at the playoffs. Derby going for automatic promotion. I'm not really sure where Wycombe are in the table, to be honest, but a win for Carlisle nonetheless, 1-0 win, as I say. Going into the game then, Cheltenham actually started the better team, to be fair. They looked lively, they looked like they did have something to play for, which obviously they do. But Carlisle quickly settled into the game. There was a few half chances in sort of the first 15 minutes or so. George Kelly had a couple of opportunities from outside the box, a free kick as well. Finn back with a low cross in, and Armstrong just couldn't get the contact and put it wide. And then Luke Armstrong and George Kelly up front with, you know, if that's our partnership next season in League 2, I think that's going to be a really dangerous partnership in what we've seen at the minute. Their press and the pressure that they were putting on the Cheltenham defenders were second to none tonight. Really good from them too. And then from a Jack Robinson corner, it's headed back across by Ben Barkley, and Sam Lavelle's at the back post to just rifle it really into the back of the net and make it to 1-0 Carlisle. And to be fair, we deserved it at that point. I think overall we were the better team across the 90 minutes, but at that point we definitely deserved it. Coming into the second half, then Cheltenham again started quite well, but very quickly began to try and force it instead of being patient, instead of playing the ball. You know, they were going for the long ball, they were going for the spectacular, and it just didn't work in their favour. The commentators were saying about a formation change that they did in the first half, and that's why it wasn't working and stuff. But that second half, as I say, they started well, but then they just wanted to force it. They wanted one ball to go through, you know, and it wasn't working for them. And Hunt's, Lavelle and Barkley in that defensive like three were just heading everything away, really. And then they seemed to get a little bit desperate as well. 62 minutes on the clock, and they had made all 5 substitutions, which is quite a feat. Later on in the game, John Mellish had a cross, nearly caught the goalkeeper out, but the goalkeeper got into it. Their goalkeeper there made a bit of a mess later on in the game, and Luke Armstrong with an opportunity just couldn't get the power on it to get it past the goalkeeper. And then later on in the game, Cheltenham had the dangerous free kick, but it really came to nothing. And they, to be fair, they didn't really look like threatening Carlisle really throughout the game. And the only annoying thing I've got to say, and as I say, I do think it was just two poor teams tonight going at it. But why couldn't we have played like this, 10 games ago? Or why couldn't we have played like this in December when we played them, when it mattered? But, that's in the past. We are relegated, and I don't want to just continuously say that, but, we can't get away from that fact. But 3 points tonight in a 1-0 away victory. We go again on Saturday against Blackpool. That'll be a good game. I would expect a decent turnout from Blackpool, to be fair, coming up to Cumbria. But that's all. Yeah, that's all I've got really on this one. To be fair, it was 90 minutes of football. I mean, I think a lot of people probably would have been watching the Champions League. I mean, I'm currently at the minute watching Real Madrid against Man City because the Carlisle game is finished. But yeah, 3 points for Carlisle. We go again on Saturday. The Blackpool preview will be live just shortly after this review of this game as well. So check that out if you want to. But thank you so much for all the support this season. Thank you for watching this video. I've been CU04, and I'll see you in the next one.
I lost my vision, I lost my goal, lost my ambition, but you never ever